Exotic farming is hard enough when you have access to all the DLC content and therefore the best exotic farms, but it's even harder when you have none of those advantages. In this video, I'll teach you the best ways to farm exotics even if you have no DLC. And if at the end of this video you still have some unanswered questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below or ask me in one of my streams live right here on this channel. To get things started, let's talk about the two main sources of exotics in the game for those who don't have any DLCs. The first one, of course, is the weekly milestones. That's your Crucible, Vanguard, Clan Engram, etc. Those are going to be things that can possibly turn exotic but don't necessarily have a high chance of doing so. The other source, which you actually can farm a little bit, is your Prime Engram drops. You get 9 charges per day, and you can farm all 9 of those charges every single day. However, these do take a while to go and farm, so you're going to want a more efficient method of doing so, and you also can't use other sources of engrams like the Nightfall Ordeal, which is available to those who have DLCs. As you can see here on the screen, Prime Engrams come from defeating challenging opponents. They have a chance at dropping, but it's not guaranteed, so you're going to have to defeat a lot of them to have a good chance at getting multiple engrams. You can also get Prime Engrams at the end of a Crucible match, however you can only get maximum 1 per match, so there's really no advantage here in terms of fast or even efficient farming, so I would only use this if you're going to do the milestone for that week, and then I would move over to some other more efficient methods. So the main variable for all of these farms is going to be high repeatability to kill majors and above. That's yellow health bar enemies and above, so that also includes bosses from lost sectors or just generally strong enemies. However, no matter what farms I give you, it's important to understand these will take a long time to get done. Even just to get 3 or 4 Prime Engrams does take you quite a bit of time. So don't expect this to be just like a 30-minute, 1-hour sort of a farm to get all 9 of your Prime Engrams. This will take you several hours, even with the fastest methods. So just be ready for a long amount of farming time, or be ready to not necessarily get all 9 of your Prime Engrams every single day. If you're grinding bounties, especially for the gunsmith or somebody else that requires a certain number of final blows, for example, then you're going to want to do some lost sectors to grind that out. At the same time, you can also have a chance of getting Prime Engrams either from the boss itself, or if you're in one of those lost sectors that has those nightmare enemies in there, then you might get a couple other chances per run at getting a Prime Engram. However, it's important to know this is not the fastest or the most efficient method either, so this is only to be done if you happen to have bounties that require this. Another great way to farm, and I would say is even better than lost sectors, is to do these horde mode public event type events like Escalation Protocol, Blind Well, Altars of Sorrow, or whatever else is available in the current DLC or the current time that we're in when you watch this. At the time of recording this video, you can, even as a new light blueberry, go into every single patrol zone that you want and access all the public events, including the ones I just talked about. The best part about these public event farms is that you don't even have to worry about beating the public event or whatever it is that you're doing, because all you really have to care about is killing the yellow health bar enemies and above. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't at least try to finish it though, but even if you're there and you don't finish it, you can still get a lot of good chances at potential Prime Engrams and of course also exotics. However, the number one single best farm in the game for Prime Engrams, in my opinion, is the Loot Cave 2.0 that I made a video on previously. Link to that's going to be on the screen right here, and this is the most leisurely farm I have ever seen. I've been literally able to just watch Netflix, a stream, or just listen to a podcast while farming this, so definitely go and check that out. Hopefully this guide helped you out. If it did, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below as well, and I will see y'all in the next one.